And it came to pass after these things that God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham. And Abraham said, Here I am. And God said, Now take your son, your only son whom you love, Isaac, and go into the land of Moriah and offer him there as a sacrifice on a mountain that I will show you. So, everyone, what's really going on here?
It was a test of Abraham's faith at this devotion to God.
Danny, as usual, you have something to add?
It's not about Abraham's faith. It's about God's power. God said, you know how powerful I am? I can make you do anything I want, no matter how stupid. Even kill your own son. Because I'm everything and you're nothing.
Yeshiva Booker!
What?
Get up! Get the fuck up! What do you think this is? It's a fucking test! You guys gonna provide a fucking ram instead of you? No! Do me a favor. Won't you fucking hit me, okay? Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Fucking hit me, please! Fucking cut it!
be possible to say that the country has a unified set of core beliefs. At that point, we will cease to be a nation in the traditional sense, and will become instead a confederation of specific interest groups, like medieval principalities, and at the same time, we will flow into the anonymous, undistinguished sea of the global market. The economic advantages of this arrangement are obvious, but the cultural,
Where I grew up,
psychological, and spiritual
in
consequences
South Boston, when a kid would walk down the street, everybody knew his name. He runs out in front of a car, someone will say, Jimmy Dunn, you get back on that sidewalk, and you stay there. When he graduates high school, he goes and sees his uncle down at the gasworks or his priest brother at the shipyards. He gets his apprentice papers. 8 years later, he's making $16.50 an hour. He's got 4 kids. He's playing ball and going for me. Today, that kid walks down the street. It's filled with trash. Half the faces are black. Shipyard's closed. Only jobs left at the gasworks are set-asides, and by the time he drops out of high school, he can barely get a job at the Burger King. So he drinks, does crack, whatever. When he hangs himself on his front porch at 23, the only people there to mourn him are a few of his buddies and his mom. The soul of this country is being destroyed. And the only thing the present government can offer us is free trade, mutual funds, and IPOs. The average man is crushed less by accumulated wealth than by lack of leadership, lack of community, culture, and a sense of emptiness he simply cannot fill on his own. That's why I'm a fascist. It's the only form of government that can address our fundamental needs.
What about race?
Well, this isn't the time for that.
I disagree. I think race is central to everything we're talking about here. Spiritual life comes from race, from the blood. Without that, we're no better than the Jews.
What's wrong with the Jews?
Carla.
Look, the point is that the modern world is a Jewish disease, all right?
What disease?
Abstraction. They're obsessed with abstraction.
So what would you propose, then?
Killing Jews.
That would be a catastrophic mistake.
People hate Jews, do you agree?
They used to. Today, that's not an issue.
No. Deep down, beneath all the tolerance that they learn on television, nothing's changed. The very word makes their skin crawl. It's not even hate, it's like the way you feel when a rat runs across the floor. You want to step on it. You just want to crush it, you don't even know why. It's a physical reaction, and everyone feels it. Jew.
So which ones would you kill?
Barbara Streisand. Kissinger.
Roseanne.
We don't want celebrity obscuring the issue.
Which is what?
At first, no one will know why the victims are being killed.
But you wouldn't announce it.
I'd say nothing. And after about 1 or 2, people try to find a reason, an answer.
And when it comes out, the public will be outraged. It will look like Germany all over again.
Isn't that what we want? Germany all over again, only done right this time. And when people find out that rich, successful, brilliant Jews are being killed, they'll be glad. And they won't say anything, not even to themselves. But once someone says it aloud, they'll think that's exactly what I was thinking. And it'll all spread from there. It always does.
We're gonna say anything.
You're not in school. What do you do?
I drive a forklift over at the Big Boy Warehouse in Queens.
Young man, Lena Mobius. And you are?
Daniel Ballant.
Ballant.
It's German.
Are you with the FBI, Mr. Ballant, or any other law enforcement agency?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
So, what are you really after, Daniel? Do you want to just kill Jews, or do you have something larger in mind? Curtis thinks your ideas would marginalize us.
Curtis, we're already marginal. But that's our appeal. We're saying what no one else has the guts to say.
Who would you kill first?
Ilio Manzetti, former ambassador to France, managing partner of Damon and Schwarzschild.
It's an investment banking house.
He's Jewish, Manzetti?
Totally. His parents immigrated from Bulgaria when he was 11.
How would you do this?
Well, I need some time to assess his routines and his security, but ideally, on a New York City street, midday, with a small caliber automatic without a silencer.
Why no silencer?
Because you want it to be an event.
Why don't you come visit us in the country? We have a retreat. You might find it interesting. Bring your friends if you like. Reminds me of Carl when I first met him.
I thought we agreed. Anti-Semitism is exactly what we're trying to leave behind. I mean, killing Manzetti.
Did you see how they reacted to him?
Yes, of course. In this room, where people aren't embarrassed to call themselves Nazis.
It's a romantic movement, Curtis. It always has been.
Lena.
Look, I don't care about the Jews one way or another, but it has a power.
The 1,000-year Reich barely lasted a decade. You really want to go down that road again? In America, of all places? Order and discipline aren't exactly the national virtues.
He's very bright.
He speaks well. So what do we do with him?
Bring his friends. We're not his friends. Hey, Danny, you fucked the girl yet? I like your mom. Her mom? What? That was her mother? Yeah. Fuck you! Yo, get the fuck out of the way! Fucking nigga! Why don't you fucking come back to Rwanda and give each other headaches, you motherfucker? Why don't
Come on,
you
stop it!
Like it in here? Shut the fuck up. You ever read Mein Kampf? Hitler had some of his best ideas in prison.
Daniel Bailey. Hey, shut that hell up!
I'm not going anywhere without them.
Can I use a credit card? Be quiet. I don't want to wake up my mother.
Unde vorte zerfilen miram munde vi modrige pilze. Pilze?
Pilza. And the words fell apart in my mouth like moldering mushrooms.
A lot of these are in Spanish.
Yeah, my grandmother's from Argentina. My father's family went over during the war.
Where's your father now?
He's in a mental institution.
Is he a Nazi?
I don't know. We don't talk about that. I don't think he cares about all that stuff anymore.
What's he care about?
Killing himself?
You think people ever commit suicide out of happiness?
It's stupid. Why would they do it if they were happy? You're not like the others, are you? Like your friends.
Yes, I am. Basically, I am.
Hurt me. Just do it. Hurt me. Ow! Not that hard. Get up. You have to go.
What?
Curtis, bring the paper.
Questa vita non ha senso. È impossibile.
Forget.
Questa vita. Questa vita. Questa vita. Questa vita.
Where'd you have it last, Dad? Try to remember. What's that?
And offer him there as a sacrifice on a mountain that I will show you. Everyone, what's really going on here? Shlomo.
It was a test of Abraham's faith, of his devotion to God.
Very good.
Isaac wasn't his only son. Ishmael was his son, too.
The only son they loved.
Oh, they only killed him when they
Danny,
loved them.
as usual, you have something to add?
It's not about Abraham's faith. It's about God's power. God says, you know how powerful I am? I can make you do anything I want, no matter how stupid. Even kill your own son. Because I'm everything and you're nothing.
Okay, Danny, but if Hashem is everything and we are nothing, how then are we to judge his actions?
We have free will and intelligence, which God allegedly gave us.
Wait, what are you talking about? God never lets Abraham kill Isaac. He gives him the ram so he doesn't have to.
Personally, I think that's a lie.
You think? Based on what?
There's midrash supporting it. My father read a book by Shalom Spiegel that said Isaac died and was reborn.
No one follows that midrash.
I do. I follow it. But okay, say God provided the ram. So what? Once Abraham raised the knife, it was as if he'd killed him in his heart. He could never forget that, and neither could Isaac. Look at him, he's traumatized. He's a putz the rest of his life.
Danny, watch your
I
language.
think the whole Jewish people were permanently...
I knocked, but you didn't answer. What are you doing?
I just came to get some stuff. I'll be gone in 5 minutes.
He's gonna die. He won't take his medicine. He eats dairy. Probably still smokes. I'm not around. I asked him to move in with us. It was Alex's idea, but he didn't want to be any trouble.
Then he couldn't be better about living alone.
I deprive him of his greatest pleasure. Jesus Christ, Danny, how can you wear that thing?
And then don't start with me.
Well, do you know what it means to your people?
They're not my people.
Yeah? Tell that to Hitler.
Oh, he decides. Hitler's the chief rabbi now?
Why?
There's 50 reasons. Even if you knew them all, there'd be another 50 you didn't know.
Do you know them? I made him some noodles for dinner. You can heat them up and eat with them if you want.
I can't. I gotta go.
You can heat them up and eat with him.
It's Friday.
Do I give a shit? The Torah says you can't light a fire on Shabbos because it's work, correct?
Yeah.
But if alternating current is running through the wires every second of every day and I turn on a switch, sending it here instead of there, how is that lighting a fire?
The chickens give milk.
Exactly. Who's this?
It's Dennis Leary.
Funny?
Not like your Uncle Mitch.
He was funny.
Hello?
Daniel Balin.
Mm-hmm.
This is Guy Danielson. I'm a reporter, and I'm doing a piece on right-wing groups, post-Oklahoma City.
Reporter for who?
Rolling Stone, Esquire, New York Times, and yeah, I write for a lot of places. And,
New York Times?
Yeah, and listen, I hear you have a lot of interesting ideas, and I'd like to...
Who told you that?
Well, isn't it true?
No. Yeah, it's true. How'd you get this number?
Danny. Hey, Guy Danielson.
You look different at that meeting.
Well, you know. So the other night, you said that you thought the modern world was a Jewish disease. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
In the movement, this racialist movement, we believe there's a hierarchy of races, you know. Whites at the top, blacks at the bottom, Asians, Arabs, Latins, somewhere in between. Why are you writing this down if you're recording it?
It helps me concentrate. Danny, what about the Jews?
Jews? Judaism? It's like a sickness.
How is Judaism a sickness?
Take sexuality.
Sexuality?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You ever fuck a Jewish girl?
What?
You ever fuck one?
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, I've been out with a Jew.
There you go. What did you notice?
Like what?
Jewish girls love to give head. Right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Is that right?
And Jewish men love to get it.
Everybody likes to get it.
Yes, it's very pleasurable, but Jews are obsessed with it. You want to know why?
Yes. Why?
Because a Jew's essentially female.
Female.
Yeah. Real men, white, Christian men, we fuck a woman, we make her come with our cocks. But a Jew doesn't like to penetrate and thrust. He can't assert himself in that way, so he resorts to these perversions. Oral sex is technically a perversion, you know that, right?
Yeah.
So that's why after a woman's been with a Jewish man, she's ruined. She never wants to be with a normal partner again.
So the Jew's a better lover.
Well, he's not better. That's not what I said. I said he gives pleasure. That's actually a weakness.
All right, so it's not that the Jew runs the media or that he owns all the banks. It's that they're sexually corrupt.
The Jews clearly control the media and the banks. Investment banks, not the commercial ones. But the point is, they carry out in those realms the exact same principles that they display in sexuality. They undermine traditional life, and they deracinate society. Deracinate. Tear out the roots. A real people derives its genius from the land, from the sun, from the sea, from the soil, you know? This is how they know themselves. But, like, Jews don't even have soil.
Yes, Israel.
Those aren't Jews.
Of course they're Jews.
Notice the Israelis. It's a fundamentally secular society. They no longer need Judaism because they have soil, because the real Jew is a wanderer. He's a nomad. He's got no roots and no attachments, so he universalizes everything. He can't hammer a nail or plow a field. All he can do is buy and sell and invest capital and manipulate markets, and, you know, it's like all mental. He takes the life of a people that's rooted in soil, and then he turns it into this cosmopolitan culture based on books and numbers and ideas, and, you know, this is his strength. You can take the greatest Jewish minds ever. Marx, Freud, Einstein, what have they given us? Communism, infantile sexuality, and the atom bomb. In the mere 3 centuries, it's taken these people to emerge from the ghettos of Europe. They've ripped us out of a world of order and reason. They've thrown us into a chaos of class warfare, irrational urges, relativity, into a world where now the very existence of matter and meaning is in question. Why? Because it's the deepest impulse of a Jewish soul to pull at the very fabric of life till there's nothing left but a thread. They want nothing but nothingness. Nothingness without end.
Wow. Danny, this is great. You're incredibly articulate. But one thing. How can you believe all of this when you're a Jew yourself?
Excuse me?
Do you know a Rabbi Stanley Nadelman? He was at the congregation Ohev Zedek.
Who? How would I know him?
He said you were bar mitzvahed there in March of 1988.
He said, and you believe that? And you call yourself a real reporter?
Okay, so you're saying that that's not true.
Do I look Jewish to you? Look at this.
Were you ever bar mitzvahed anywhere else?
Do you have any idea who you're fucking with here?
No. Who am I fucking with here?
Not a what? Fuck you.
Why would Nadelman lie to me?
To discredit me. I know who they are. I already explained this to you, Guy. These people can say and do anything, and they will. It's all narrative. Are you gonna put what he said in your paper?
Well, give me a reason not to.
Because it's slander. Because it's reckless disregard. Because I'm gonna sue your fucking Jew paper, that's why.
So you're denying that what he said is true? Yes or no? All right, take it easy.
Hey. Look at me, Guy. Oh, no, you can't even look at me now, right?
Oh, Danny, please, don't.
You put that in the New York Times, Guy. And I'm gonna kill myself.
Hey, Avi, go ask Rabbi Springer to come and remove Danny from my class. Daniel Balin, come back.
Is it? Thought there was people here.
I'll go look.
Hey, we're from New York. Curtis Zamp invited us.
Who? I don't know no Curtis.
And what are you all doing here? Circle jerk?
Yeah. You want to join in? You look pretty good.
I pitch.
Yeah. Wit.
Feelings.
Cut.
Ben. Hey, how you doing?
Fucker. Welcome, fuckface.
Not New York anymore. Yeah, the small cabin down there.
Look, Hitler in '39 took out the RAF, which you could have easily have done. Then he could have taken England. Then the U.S. would never even have a freaking...
Staging ground for the invasion, right? But he didn't. He blew it by going after civilian targets, just the way he blew it on the Russian front by the
Stalingrad. Gettysburg. We're refighting it with World War I technology. It's a fucking bloodbath.
It's about time somebody kicked that guy's ass. He's a fucking animal.
Not anymore.
You should have done it.
Yeah, right. Like I could do something like that.
Die, motherfucker.
You guys know anything about explosives?
Hell yeah.
Good.
All right, now remember, you control the gun, okay? The gun doesn't control you. Now relax, take a deep breath, and let it out as you pull the trigger. Okay, again. Which one were you aiming at?
Father.
Oh, check this guy out. Hey, Drake.
Nice shooting.
Yeah, the prisoner returns.
Danny, help yourself to a drink. I'll be there in a moment.
Why won't you talk to me? When can I see you?
You can't. I gotta go see my father.
I'm coming to your room tonight.
No, you're not.
I'm coming whether you like it or not.
Carla. Fine. 12 o'clock. But not through the house. They'll hear you. Use the porch roof. I'll leave the window open.
Hey, I was just coming to say goodbye. I'm going to Boston. Convert the lefties.
Where's Mrs. Mobius and,
Carla? She left about an hour ago. How soon can you be back in the city?
a week or so? There's something I want to do out here first.
Hey, what's that?
Make an impact.
Gator boys.
Let's look, kid.
Take the pap smear to go. The Gentile fish.
Oh, I like his hair. Who does your hair? Strike out.
We'll have the waiter.
Hey, Opie.
You guys know what you want?
We sure do. Could I get a ham and cheese? On white?
We don't serve ham. We don't serve cheese.
Well, they serve white. What the fuck? What the fuck do you serve?
Well, that's why you have the menus.
Kyle, roast beef with Swiss?
We don't serve cheese.
What's wrong with cheese?
This is a kosher restaurant, all right? We don't serve meat with dairy.
What about with chicken?
Chicken's meat.
It says in the Bible, you don't see the kid in its mother's milk, but chickens don't give milk.
All right, you guys want cheese that badly. There's a pizza place right next door. You can go there.
Okay. It's stupid, though, right? I mean, admit that it's stupid.
You ever milk a chicken?
No, I won't admit it's stupid.
You can have chicken with eggs, but you can't have it with milk? Why is that?
All right, Steve.
Maybe Steve can explain it.
Hi, Steve.
Bring in the 18.
Steve, go over here. You can explain this to us. Stevie boy.
Stevie got a stick.
No. Let's ask him.
Sweetie.
Hey.
Got a problem here? We sure fucking do, bitch. We don't understand why you can't have chicken with milk. It doesn't make sense.
Religion's not about making sense.
It's about the incomprehensible, Steve. Not the idiotic.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. That explains it. Now we understand.
Point your fucking finger at his face. You understand?
Hey, all right. Why don't you guys just get
finger out of my
here?
fucking
Hey,
My
hey, why don't
store.
you get out of here?
Well, since this fight seems to have been instigated equally by both sides, I'm going to give you a choice. You can spend 30 days in jail, or you can take some sensitivity training with some people whose experiences have been a bit different from yours.
When I refused to have sex with him, the warden ordered my sister Esther shot right in front of me. Everyone considered it my fault, so after that, of course, I did anything he wanted.
Would want to fuck her anyway.
I hear one more remark like that, and we go back to court for resentencing. Sit down, please.
He was a pig like you, so perhaps he had no taste.
Thank you, Mrs. Frankel.
The man was afraid to let us hide on his farm any longer, but he agreed to take us to a more remote place. But on the way, we were stopped by a checkpoint. When the soldiers found us in the hay, one of them tried to take my son out of my arms. He began to cry, so I held on to him, and not to refuse the soldier, but simply to assure my son I was there. But the sergeant became enraged. He stuck his bayonet in my son's chest and lifted him up and paled on it. My son was 3 years old. He held him so that the blood spurting out of him fell on my face. Soldiers were laughing. When the blood stopped, the sergeant pushed my son off his bayonet and said, "There, you can have him now."
What'd you do? What are you trying to say?
What did you do while the sergeant was killing your son?
What could he have done?
What could he have done? Sergeant's killing his kid. What could he have done? He could have jumped the guy, gouged his eyes out, grabbed his bayonet, and
They would
gutted
have
him.
shot him on the spot. They would have been dead in 2 seconds. Who are you to judge?
So he's dead. Big deal. He's worse than dead now. He's a piece of shit. Look at him.
You're going back.
What do you think he should have done?
Danny, don't listen to him. It's all a bunch of crap.
What's crap?
The so-called Holocaust. It never happened.
Oh, please.
It's true, Danny. There was no 6 million. At most, 200,000 Jews died in the camps, and the majority of them
Ridiculous.
from
The
disease and
documents. Have you seen the deportation
The
figures?
Nazis themselves have kept records.
Billings, if Hitler didn't kill 6 million Jews, why in the hell is he your hero? He's got concentration camps all over Europe, and he only manages to get rid of a measly 200,000? He's a fucking putz.
Hitler wasn't a putz. Hitler was real. God created him to punish the Jews for abandoning the Torah.
Oh, for God's sake, I am not here.
Remember who you're talking to.
It is you who are putzes. You little pishes with your dreams of hatred and killing.
What do you think you would have done if you had been there?
Not what he did. Just stand there and watch?
How do you know? You've never been tested like he has. Here in this rich, safe, stupid country, it is so easy to imagine oneself a hero. But you have no idea what it was like. You can't conceive of it. Everything, all of Europe, was designed to break one's will. Millions went to camps, many stronger, braver than you. They did nothing, just as you would have done nothing.
Where do you think you're going?
We have nothing to learn from these people. You should be learning from us.
And what should we learn from you, Daniel?
Kill your enemy.
Let me show you something.
What is it?
Black powder, blasting caps, 3/4-inch galvanized pipe. Enough to blow up a lot of people.
Good.
Hey, Danny.
Shit!
Where's the light? Get off my fucking
Fuck
foot.
off my foot, man.
Fuck you.
It's over here.
I'm over here, man.
Hey, over here, over here, over here, over here. Give me some work. Shut the fuck
Shut up. Fuck you.
What?
Nothing. Where is it? Let's take one of these panels off. We can under the beamer.
Wow, man, look at this thing. Come on. Hey, what are you guys doing? Where's your chair?
Hey, put it back.
Let me see that stuff.
Put it back.
Whoa, look at the fucking thing. Oh, man, it's like a treasure.
Look at this. If I were king of France.
All right, set.
Set?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we should go.
Bro, come here. Look at this fucking thing, man. Holy shit.
Oh, that's weird.
What the?
They read right to left.
Like squash bugs.
Is it ink? Is it blood?
No, they use soy.
Danny, you all right?
Soy.
Neat calligraphy.
It's called the Flame Alphabet. They think it's the word of God written in fire.
Cool. How come you know all this shit?
How come you don't? How can you say you hate Jews if you don't know anything about them?
Fuck you. I hate the Jews just as much as you do.
Really? What's shotness? Tittis?
What?
Tefillin?
Who cares?
You know the Kaddish from the Kiddush? You say if you really hate something, you study it so you know why you hate it. Eichmann, he studied the Torah, the Talmud, the Mishnah, the whole thing. He hated Jews.
Who's Eichmann?
Who's Eichmann?
Eichmann was head of the Gestapo's Jewish sector, deported people to the camps.
Hey, don't touch the letters, okay?
Why the fuck not?
Just don't!
Asshole. Didn't you see Raiders of the Lost Ark?
What?
That was an ark, man. That was a Torah. They fucked around with it and melted their faces.
That was a movie, asshole.
Go ahead. Touch the letters. Touch the letters.
Let me see.
Here, yeah.
Let me see.
Touch it, man.
Hey. Hey!
What do you think of that?
I told you.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Let's go.
Come on, man. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Everyone's a little wary out here, Jim, about what's going to happen next.
Oh shit, guys, this is it. This is
Hi,
it.
I'm Cindy Pomeranz with Channel 8
Guys!
News with
Guys!
Rabbi Malcolm.
Guys! Get in here, this is it.
How is it today that tragedy and disaster were averted from the temple?
Well, apparently the power cell and the timer gave out precisely 13 minutes before it was set to go off. Now we can only conclude that once again, God intervened to save the Jewish people. Cindy, as you know, 13 is a mystical number in the Jewish faith. We believe that God has 13 attributes, of which the highest is Ein Sof, which means without end, or sometimes it means nothingness without end.
Nothingness without end. Interesting.
It's the purest form of spirit.
Thank you so much, Rabbi.
Turn on cartoons.
I'm Cindy Pomeranz with Channel 8 News, and I'm standing in front of Temple Ahavat Torah.
Vizod ha-Torah. Vizod ha-Torah. Danny. What? Phone. Hello.
Hey, Daniel Balin. How you doing?
Who's this?
Guy Danielson.
Whatever happened to your article?
I couldn't get an editor to run it. But I bet I can now that you put a bomb in the synagogue. That was you, wasn't it, Danny?
Hey. You want to kill a Jew?
It's right up there. Just park around the corner and we'll walk back.
There's your plus. Must be over.
Lie on your stomach. Come up on your elbows.
Why me?
'Cause you want to kill a Jew. I already did.
Really? Who'd you kill?
4 of them. But no one this important.
How'd you know they were Jews?
I can tell.
How?
I was a Jew in a previous life.
Thank you all very much. I appreciate your help.
Here they come.
This is Cohen. Thank you again.
Shoot him in the head. Always shoot a Jew in the head.
I'm a bad shot.
Just keep him in the crosshairs.
You can call my office.
Right there. Squeeze the trigger. Slowly. Do it.
Damn it!
You missed on purpose.
No, I didn't. I had him in the crosshairs like you said. I'm a bad shot.
What's this?
What?
Fucking kike, I knew it.
Over there.
I think the whole Jewish people were permanently scarred by what happened on Mount Moriah, and we still live in terror.
Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Fear of God makes you afraid of everything. All the Jews are good at is being afraid and being sacrificed.
Do you even believe in God?
I'm the only one who does believe. I see him for the power-drunk madman that he is. And we're supposed to worship such a deity? I say never.
Avi, go ask Rabbi Springer to come and remove Danny from my class. And you, if you had come out of Egypt, you would have been destroyed in the desert with all those who worship the golden calf.
Then let him destroy me now. Let him crush me like the conceited bully that he is. Go ahead.
Daniel Balin. Come back.
How are things going?
Fine.
We'd like to talk to you about something. Are you all right?
Yeah.
We are about to launch an above-ground, intellectually serious fascist movement.
We want to build bridges to certain positions in the political mainstream. Works like the bell curve, sociobiology, Earth First, the Genome Project. We want to have lectures, invite blacks and Jews and liberals, Chomsky Speaks, Stanley Crouch.
You know, I've been waiting my whole life for something like this.
We want you to help us run it. Give speeches, lead seminars, handle the fundraising.
Handle the fundraising.
We need someone with intelligence.
Well, what about the synagogues and Manzetti and all of that?
We need intellectuals. We have enough thugs.
I'm not an intellectual. I mean, I read, but look, at fundraising is just, it's...
Danny, we want you to talk to people. Can you do that for us?
Well, yeah, sure, I can, you know.
Do you have a decent suit?
We'll get him one. All right, we'll sort him out. We'll get him a cell phone and anything else he needs.
Where'd you get this?
What'd I get what? What are you doing?
Where'd you get it?
I stole it from a synagogue.
Can you read it?
Look, put something on, all right? You're not supposed to be naked in front of it.
Why not?
Because they think it's the word of God and it's holy and the flesh isn't.
That's stupid.
Yes, it's stupid. Put something on. You see, the Jews love to separate things. Holy from the profane, the meat from the milk, wool from the linen, Sabbath from the week. Jew from the Gentile is as if one little scrap of this is going to completely contaminate that.
Who gets contaminated? The Jews or the Gentiles?
It's a good question.
How come there's no punctuation?
Yeah, it was a later invention, and, you know, Jews don't really need it because they know the whole thing by heart. It's like every word and every letter.
Do you know it like that? By heart?
No.
But you can read it, right? The Hebrew?
What do you care?
Because I want to know. What's this word?
Don't touch it. It's, Vayomer. And he said...
What did he say?
Vayomer Adonai el Avram, Lech lecha me'artzcha u'mimoledecha u'mibeit avicha al haaretz asher arecha.
What does it mean?
And God said to Avram, take yourself away from your land, away from the place you were born, away from your father's house, and go to a new land, a place that I will show you.
I want you to teach it to me.
Why?
Know your enemy. Because it's a basic text of Western culture, and I want to read it in the original, okay?
Listen, it's extremely difficult. It will take you years to learn it.
I'm good at languages.
Okay. You can get that piece of paper and that pen over there. Olive.
Looks like a little swastika. Huh?
It's silent and it takes a vowel. There aren't any vowels. They're just like little dots that go underneath the letters. I'll get you a chumash. Bet.
Bet.
Gimel.
Gimel.
Dalid.
Dalid.
Hey.
Hey.
How come you're here? You're not with Curtis. And don't say it's because of the free Hebrew lesson.
Sex is better.
Even though he's got such a big dick.
Yeah, well, with you, there's a tragic dimension.
How many of you consider yourself anti-Semites? Good. Actually, the terms have been imprecise, seeing as Jews are only technically one of the Semitic peoples. But for our purposes, we'll say that an anti-Semite is someone that hates or is against Jews. Why do we hate them? Let me put it this way. Do we hate them because they push their way in where they don't belong? Or do we hate them because they're clannish and they keep to themselves? Because they're tight with money, or because they flash it around? Because they're Bolsheviks, or because they're capitalists? Because they have the highest IQs, or because they have the most active sex lives? You want to know the real reason why we hate them? Because we hate them. Because they exist. Because it's an axiom of civilization that just as man longs for woman, loves his children, and fears death, he hates Jews. There's no reason. And if there were, some smart-ass kike would try and come up with an argument, try and prove us wrong, which would only make us hate him even more. And really, we have all the reasons we need in 3 simple letters. J-E-W. Jew. You say it 1,000,000 times, it's the only word that never loses its meaning. Jew. 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 Jew.
I'll give your group $1,000.
You gave $50,000 to that college magazine.
Things were possible then that aren't now.
I actually feel this moment has a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, I read your piece. It's very smart and very wrong.
In what ways?
I forget the Jewish stuff. It doesn't play anymore. There's only the market now, and it doesn't care who you are.
People still need values and beliefs.
No, they don't. Not the smart ones. Look, I'll give you $5 grand if you can document your tax-exempt status. But when you fall off this horse, come see me. I can show you how to make a lot of money.
I don't care about money.
You will.
You're a Jew. You may not realize it, but you are.
Maybe I am. Maybe we're all Jews now. What's the difference?
What about Drake? Do you ever show up?
No, man, it's weird. No one's seen him. Hey, listen, Danny, this is gonna be a completely different kind of device, okay?
Stupid thing. Do you have any idea that made me look in front of Curtis and Lena?
I know. I'm sorry, it won't happen again, okay? I got a brand new timer, plus a backup power source.
Gotta kill some Jews. That's all I ever talk about, and this time it's gotta happen.
It will?
We should go.
office, is it permitted to pick up a phone that has been ringing along the line?
No, it could be a wrong number. But if you think it might be a relative needing help, you should knock the phone off the hook with your elbow and listen to see who's on the line. Rebbe once spoke about those
When
who
is
are
it forbidden
religious
to
in
roll
the
a
wild
carriage
and then fall away on high grass. He
The
said
Talmud
that
teaches
several
us.
times if they are religious is very dear to
May
God.
we peel oranges on Shabbos?
Let me at least extract a few drops of blood before eating
If you see a sage, is it permitted to separate pages not cut by the printer?
Maybe you are
Danny?
Satan who wants to
Rashi
entice you.
explains that
Danny.
will eventually arrive.
Hey, Stuart, Schoenbaum, Shlomo.
Shlomo.
Danny, God, it's been years.
How you doing? What are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm at the rabbinic program up at JTS.
JTS.
What about you? What are you doing? Something strange, I bet.
No, just it's kind of an underground thing.
Like an artist?
No, like a private business.
Hey, you remember Miriam?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
She's at Yale Law now, interning for the district attorney. We're getting married next spring in Jerusalem.
That's great.
Maybe Danny'd like to come to the Minyan for Rosh Hashanah.
It's a great idea. We're davening with a group from the seminary. Hey, guess who comes? Avi. You two can go at it like you used to. You know, Danny and Avi used to argue about everything. Talmud, Torah, politics, girls. It always ended in a fist fight.
I remember.
I always won.
The arguments, anyway.
Here, it's up at KI up on 101st. Try to make it. Could be fun.
Yeah.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing.
Lo ta'aseh.
Ta'aseh.
Ta'aseh. L'cha pesel v'chal tamona. Tamuna. To make no graven image of the Lord or the form of any figure or of man or woman or anything that looks like anything. Because he's not like anything. Not only can you not see him or hear him, but you can't even think about him. I mean, what's the difference between that and him not existing at all?
There's no difference.
Christianity's silly, but at least there's something to believe in. Or not believe. I mean, Judaism, there's nothing.
Nothing but nothingness. Judaism's not really about belief. It's about doing things. Keeping the Sabbath, lighting candles, visiting the sick.
And belief follows?
Nothing follows. Because you don't do it because it's smart or it's stupid, and you don't do it because you get saved, because nobody gets saved. You just do it because the Torah tells you to, and you submit to the Torah.
That is fucked.
Don't swear in front of it, okay?
Why should I submit?
You shouldn't.
You think I should just because there's no reason?
I think you shouldn't.
I mean, Judaism doesn't even need a god. You have the Torah. That's your fucking god. The book's closed.
I think your Hebrew's getting real good.
I told you I was good at this.
You also have nothing else to do all day, so...
What are you saying? I learned it better and faster than you did? Maybe it's because I'm smarter. You think that's funny? Think Jews are the only smart ones?
Think I'm Jewish?
It's all you ever talk about. Jewish, Jewish, Jewish. The only people that ever talk about it that much are Jews.
Nazis talk about it all the time.
Do they?
Real ones. Hitler and Goebbels, they talked about it incessantly.
Oh, is that why you became a Nazi? To talk about Jews incessantly?
You want a punch in the mouth?
Okay. Let's light candles on Friday. Say the Kaddish.
Kaddish is a prayer for the dead.
Kiddush. Say the Kiddush. Light candles. Come on. We could shave my head, fuck through a sheet, all that stuff. Let's just try it.
Baruch hu et Adonai Baruch. Baruch Adonai Baruch le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
He said to him, Abraham, and he answered, Here I am. And he said, Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the land of
Not his only
Moriah,
son.
and offer him there as a sacrifice.
The only one he loves. Good job, Shana Tova.
You only kill the ones you love, is that right?
What are you doing here? I thought you were an anti-Semite.
Did you grow up?
It's a skinhead.
It's just a style. Avi, there are anti-racist skins.
Believe me, Danny's a racist kind. You fascist, Danny? Yes or no? Thinks the Jews are wimps.
What's a fascist?
The rest of my case. He's a Jewish Nazi. He always was.
Whereas Avi's a Zionist Nazi.
The Zionists are not Nazis.
They're racist, they're militaristic, they act like stormtroopers in the territory.
And do you hate them because they're wimps or because they're stormtroopers?
They don't have extermination camps.
They have Sabra and Shatila.
Or do you just hate them?
That wasn't genocide. That was the Lebanese killing each other, and the Israelis knew nothing about it.
About the camps, Sharon encouraged the phalangists to go in there and murder them.
We don't know that. There's absolutely no proof of
You
that.
ever read the New York Times?
Yeah, it was a war. People get killed. I want to know why the Jews are always held to a higher standard than everybody else.
Because we're the chosen people. Isn't that right, Daniel? Isn't that right?
Listen, read early Zionists and European Jewry. They sound exactly like Goebbels.
They sound like you.
Look at just how Nazis did everything that Hitler told them. You do everything the Torah tells you, or the Rebbe. It's identical slave mentality.
Stop! We don't want that in here. We don't need that. Take it outside.
Not sure.
Why'd you come tonight, to see me?
Study Torah.
I thought you hated Torah.
Doesn't mean I don't like to study it.
Expose all the lies and fucked up thinking. You know the joke of Jews shipwrecked on a desert island? And they rescue him, they say he's built two synagogues. I say, for what you built two synagogues? He says, one to pray in, and one I'd never set foot in so long as I live. So help me God. You pray in the one you'd never set foot in. And vice versa. This is me. Tell me about Lena Mobius.
How did you know about Lena?
I work in the DA's office. You go to those meetings, half the people there are informants.
Like who, that Times guy?
Which Times guy?
There's more than one?
Be careful.
Half the right-wing money in New York is here tonight. They've come to see you. You impress them. If you do what I know you can, this movement will be up and running by tomorrow. And we will be on the front page of the New York Times in 6 months.
Creient.
Is that him?
Can you shoot him?
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Does anyone know what that is?
Jewish prayer.
Jewish prayer. Do you have any idea why I would say a Jewish prayer?
Because you're a Jew.
That could be one reason. What's another? Let me put it this way. Who wants to destroy the Jews? Who wants to grind their bones into the dust? And who wants to see them rise again? Wealthier, more successful, powerful, cultured, more intelligent than ever? And you know what we have to do? We have to love them. What? Did he say love the Jews? It's strange, I know. But with these people, nothing is simple. Now, the Jew says all he wants is to be left alone to study his Torah, do a little business, fornicate with his oversexed wife, but it's not true. He wants to be hated. He longs for our scorn. He clings to it as if it were the very core of his being. If Hitler had not existed, the Jews would have invented him. For without such hatred, the so-called chosen people would vanish from the earth. And this reveals a terrible truth, and really the crux of our problem is Nazis. The worse the Jews are treated, the stronger they become. Egyptian slavery made them a nation. The pogroms hardened them. Auschwitz gave birth to the state of Israel. Suffering, it seems, is the very crucible of their genius. So, if the Jews are, as one of their own has said, a people who will not take yes for an answer, let us say yes to them. If they thrive on opposition, let us cease to oppose them. The only way to annihilate this insidious people once and for all is to open our arms, invite them into our homes, and embrace them. Only then will they vanish into assimilation, normality, and love. But we cannot pretend. The Jew is nothing if not clever. He will see through hypocrisy and condescension. To destroy him, we must love him sincerely.
Yes. If the Jews are strengthened by hate, then wouldn't this destruction that you speak of, whether it's by love or any other means, wouldn't that make them more powerful than they are already?
Yes, infinitely more. They would become as God. Okay. It's the Jews' destiny to be annihilated so they can be deified. Jesus understood this perfectly. And look what was accomplished there with the death of just one enlightened Jew. Imagine what would happen if we killed them all. So let us say together, Shema Israel.
Are you out of your mind?
I was just making a point.
What point? I do not want you working for us anymore.
Lena! Lena, come here.
According to the police, he had just left the restaurant and was walking a block and a half back to his office when the gunman stepped out of this doorway, fired 7 times at point-blank range, then fled on foot. Paramedics arrived within 90 seconds, but Mr. Manzetti was declared dead here at the scene. The assailant is described as a white male in his 20s. Ilio Manzetti.
You think that I...
Danny, you don't want to know.
As an investment banker, diplomat, advisor to presidents and mayors, he helped shape
Hey, Mr. Manzetti. Hey, Mr. Manzetti. Did you kill Elio Manzetti?
Lena Mobius is saying the whole thing was your idea. She said you proposed it at a meeting at her house. Oh, Jesus, Danny.
I can't help what I think.
You don't think that.
I don't.
Tell me you think it. Are you glad Manzetti's dead? You really want to kill Jews? You want to kill me? What if all along you were actually infiltrating the Nazis to expose them?
I wasn't.
And the whole business about killing Manzetti was just to convince him you were a real anti-Semite. If you had any idea somebody would actually shoot the guy...
It's not true.
Think about your father, Linda.
You don't care about the truth at all, do you?
Danny, I'm trying to save you.
Fucking... kike.
I need you to get Lena Mobius on tape. Telling you to do something violent. I don't care about the truth. I care about you. Cole Muger's at 6:30.
I gotta meet Stuart. Come there if you need me.
What is this?
It's Erev Yom Kippur. We'll have dinner, then go to shul. Atone for our sins. Come on, we can be like Eichmann. He studied Torah. He hated Jews.
Is it like Eichmann? You just goofing?
I don't know. I just wanted to try it.
Why?
Because God commands it.
I thought God didn't exist.
He commands it whether he exists or not. Look, we can fight him and be crushed, or we can submit.
And be crushed.
But what if submitting, being crushed, being nothing, not mattering, what if that's the best feeling we can have? Look, just light the candles with me. You know, then we can eat. You have to eat.
You eat first, then you light the candles, because once you light the candles, it's Yom Kippur and you're fasting. I gotta go.
Miriam, pick up the phone. The holiday hasn't even started yet. Pick up. Hello? Stuart's davening Ne'ilah tomorrow, right? Because he always does. Tell him I'm doing it instead. I'm davening. And tell him if he gives me any trouble, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him right there in the room.
Did you kill Manzetti?
No one didn't kill Manzetti. Drake did. It's the 60th? Turn here, turn right.
Why?
Just do it. Not too fast, would you relax?
What time are you going to go out?
7:30 tomorrow night.
Okay, it's 1930 minus 114. Hand me the tape. It's all reinforced in here. It's not gonna blow out the way that we want it. Look, I know this guy at a lumberyard. I can get some dynamite.
No. It has to be tomorrow. It's gonna be fine, as long as it blows up the pulpit.
No, it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna blow out.
Do it.
Manzetti was one of the most respected and influential men in New York. As an investment banker, diplomat, advisor to presidents and mayors, he helped shape public and private policy for more than 3 decades. He'll be missed, Bill. This is Michael Porter from New York One. You're saying that when he first appeared at your house, you had no idea that he was Jewish?
None whatsoever. And I can't say I'm terribly surprised.
What do you mean?
I think anti-Semitism today is largely a Jewish phenomenon. Wouldn't you agree?
In the Third Reich, weren't a number of high-ranking Nazis of Jewish origin?
and the lot fell on Jonah. They said to him, "Tell us, you who have brought this misfortune upon us, what is your business? Where have you come from? What is your country, and of what people are you?" "I am a Hebrew," he replied. "I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made both sea and land."
What are you doing here? Miriam called looking for you. She told me about the service. I thought you'd come.
Well, you gotta go, okay? Listen, look, I understand you want to daven, but these people are stupid. Shut up.
Please.
Hold it down over there, okay? Listen, you have to leave.
Hey.
Please take this easy. You're leaving. That's it.
I'm trying to read this, okay?
"What must we do to you to make the sea calm around us?" For the sea was growing more and more stormy. He answered, "Heave me overboard and the sea will calm down for you. For I know that this terrible storm came upon you on my account."
Listen, Danny, the congregation is expecting me to daven. They don't want someone they don't know.
Just do it. I gotta do this. Page 450.
Jesus Christ, you know what that is? You see the paper? You mean the paper on Yom Kippur, Barry?
So the paper. That's not him. This guy was at Rosh Hashanah with Stuart and Miriam.
That guy would never go to shul. You want to bet? I'll bet you anything. You better go get a cop.
Fine, get a cop.
I'm sure it's him.
Avinu Mokeinu Chatanu Lefenecha. Avinu Mokeinu Chatanu Lefenecha. Avinu Mokeinu Chatanu Lefenecha.
Avinu ve'anenu, Avinu malkeinu, Avinu ve'anenu, ki emanu ma'asinu, aseimanu, tzedaka v'chesed, aseimanu, tzedaka v'chesed, Avinu malkeinu, Aleinu v'aleinu, Avinu malkeinu, Aleinu v'aleinu, ki ein banu ma'asinu, aseimanu. What's he doing?
You gotta go.
Daven, now daven.
It's a bomb.
Come on, Danny.
I came in here last night and I put a bomb underneath the beamer. It's gonna go off at 7:30. You got 5 minutes to get everyone out of here.
What did he say?
There's a bomb. Go.
We need to get out of the room.
David, get your wife out of here. Go.
We have an emergency. Everybody needs to exit the building.
Abby, get everybody out. Everybody's in school. Hurry. Outside on the wall. Pull the alarm. Mother, watch your step.
Danny, come on. Danny.
Let's go. What about Danny?
He's not coming.
What do you mean he's not coming?
If you had come out of Egypt, you would have been destroyed in the desert with all those who worship the golden calf.
Then let him destroy me now. Go ahead. Kill me. Here I am. Do it.
Danny, glad you came back. I wanted to take up that discussion we were having.
I can't right now.
About Abraham and Isaac. You remember what you said? That Isaac actually died on Mount Moriah. I've been thinking maybe you were right about that. You remember what you said? That Isaac actually died on Mount Moriah. I've been thinking maybe you were right about that. Died, and then reborn in the world to come. You remember what you said? That Isaac actually died on Mount Moriah. I've been thinking maybe you were right about that. Died, and then reborn in the world to come. Danny, stop. Where do you think you're going? Don't you know? There's nothing up there.
Abraham's faith, his devotion to God.
It's not about Abraham's faith. It's about God's power.
Abstraction. You're obsessed with abstraction.
Kill your own son. Because I'm everything enough for nothing. Or nothing.
Judaism. They're still just Jews. Differences exist, of course, all right? But they're irrelevant. Because for a Jew, his Jewishness dominates everything. And even the ones who renounce it, and who hate its strength, and want to cut it out of their hearts with fucking life, can't escape it. Freud, Einstein, what have they given us? Can't hammer nail, it's a cloud of fear. Infantile sexuality, can't hammer nail, it's a cloud of fear.